Greetings, my brothers and sisters. It is wondrous to be here in the presence of that which be you. Indeed, that which is the light of you, that which we shall bring forth for your contemplation this day in your time. We have come here to discuss that which is known as charisma. That which is the understanding of the bringing forth of the light, the electrum, of that which is the electromagnetic understanding within each and every entity upon this your plane, and upon other physical dimensions of expression. That which is of this your earth plane is merely one of these forms. What is that which you call charisma? How would you define it unto yourselves? Many of you have called it contagious magic. That which is the bringing forth of the drawing and attraction of other entities unto you. That which is mysterious in its nature. That which is elusive in its capturing of it, for your breast to exhibit it unto you and unto other entities through you. It indeed is the experience of the balance of the polarities of the electrum that you call light energy. And as you bring forth this understanding of balance and harmony and union, you shall exhibit more and more understanding of illumination within yourself. And through the reflectors or mirrors that you call other entities through your countenance with them, they shall reflect and attract themselves unto you because of the resonance within your own being of this electrum. Contemplate that which you call electrical understanding or apparatus that you call light bulb. This is the manifestation of the bringing forth of two polarities in union and harmony and balance with one another, as connected with a source of energy. When you disconnect that which is the energy source, you have no glow. When you disconnect or separate the polarities from one another, you have no glow. You have the glow and the illumination and electrum exemplified when all are in harmony and interaction with one another. Likened unto the harmony and interaction you have between yourselves as the mirrors for one another. You will allow yourself the perception of your light in limited form. However, the light of the source is not that which can be limited, qualified, or quantified. It is not to be described, it is. It is not to be compared. You have that which you call light upon this your plane of different wattages and of different hued bulbs, and they contribute to the kaleidoscope of the rainbow of isness called humanity. But you judge as one hue as better than another, or one wattage as better than another. When all are glorious and magnificent in their understanding of attraction of light, of exhibition of the light as resonated through them unto others, that which you call charisma is no more than the recognition and perception of your own light. But does not mean that that which you understand as your charisma in its perception of your light is limited, for it indeed is not. Charisma means only perception, not how much light there really is, but how much is perceived. You see? There is an eternal fountain that you know of as sourceless. And when you come into the understanding of risklessness upon this your plane, then you indeed will have the perception of the isness called source light, the electrum within you that is exemplified through the source light. That which you call risklessness is coming into its own upon this your plane. This is a paradox indeed. You search and seek so fervently for that which is brilliant and charismatic about other entities as they attract you unto them and desirous of being that which they are, that you do not see that which is yourself, and you bring forth a desire to shelter yourself in the understanding that your light is not as wondrous as theirs. So you feel less than. You do not understand yourself as sovereign, for if you did, you would not feel the desire to shelter yourself. You see, the light shines forward from the source through you, but you place a bucket over yourself so you do not perceive the light. You're in the darkness of your own light. It is not illuminated within you, for you have placed the shelter above yourself, above that which you call the perception of you. The bringing forth indeed of that which is shelter, or that which is called security in the knowingness of you, is the understanding of casting a shadow upon the light. You put umbrella over yourself. This umbrella is limitation indeed, the desire to be charismatic, to be that which is the understanding of the drawing onto you for the purposes of the establishing of your own validity. You are valid as you are in the isness of you. You are already charismatic. You already resonate light unto entities and they reflect it back onto you. But you judge this charisma with entities of your countenance. You judge it as good or bad. You see, charisma is not only the reflection and resonance of light energy perceived in unlimited understanding, it is also light energy perceived in limitation. That which is the understanding of irritability. You go hints into that which you understand of this nature of response for the preservation of your privacy, for entities would desire not to be with you when you are irritable. Therefore, you do not feel the necessity or have before you the countenance to interact with the mirror that they present unto you of themselves and to respond to the identification of you within them. Now, in this manner, you are charismatic indeed. That which you call irritability is a form of charisma. It is merely the opposite polarity than what you generally think of. And the balancing of both of the polarities as considered to be negative and positive is where indeed the light will shine forward and you will resonate that which you generally term to be charisma. The electrum within you is the gift of you unto you, the electrum of light. Allow yourself to bask within it unsheltered, without shade, without shadow. The shadow of limitation and judgment, judging yourself that you are not already charismatic. The understanding of that which you would call the newborn infant brings forth an illustration of symbolism unto you. This infant receives much resonance and bringing forth of countenance with entities of joy that is within them, that is of their source essence, exemplified, joy unto the infant. Allowing the infant to partake of the nature of them, for there is no risk here. There is no one to hide from, to desire not countenance with, for they will identify within you knowingness of a particular characteristic that you are possession of. However, as this entity goes through that which you call the river of life and allowing itself experiences of the bringing forth of understanding of physicality, indeed this is a symbol of new beginning for you. For each moment of your isness is a new beginning as you go through the river of the I am within you exhibited for your knowingness to partake of. As you understand the reflection of the divine nature of the electrum of light within you that is attractive to all other light. As that which you call your sun is cast down upon this your plane into that which you call the earth, it does not care whither it goes or how it is judged. It merely goes. It merely is forever. And it does not seek a hiding place. It is cast down upon all that is in its countenance, without desire for a response from them of excitement and of the nature of attraction and the sustenance for their alter ego, the boosting of their self-esteem, as it were. That which is the rays of your sun are forever, ongoing. That which is light is eternal. It is also eternal change. As it encounters that which is barrier, it may change its direction, but indeed it is eternal, ever going, ever onward unfolding unto itself, ever experiencing, ever illuminating. And as it comes forth upon this your plane, it allows itself to partake of the essences of this your plane without judgment. Therefore, it enlightens the entire plane. And you may do this with your own light. You see, as you have countenance with other entities that you would desire to be charismatic with, as you cast your own light onto them, they will reflect it back onto you. And indeed, this occurs in mutual fashion. As they cast their light upon you, it resonates and is returned unto them. And they feel the attraction because of this resonance, because of this identification within the soul, because of this that you would call harmony attuning itself between entities interacting with one another. The polarities allowing themselves harmonic balance. And they come into the understanding of merging their countenances and having interaction with one another in joy, in excitement, in enhancement, in enlargement, in experience of the vibration of joy. That is what charisma is. That is encouraging the light to come forward, shining forth your own electrum with joy, without judgment of self that you do or do not do this in a valid manner, in a manner that may be perceived as understanding upon this your understanding as the physical plane, as enhancing your substance, your physicality. For the enhancement of your substance is resultant of the enhancement of your soul essence and the balance of the two polarities. Indeed, that which you call the source light does not shield itself from all other lights. It goes forth to merge with them. In the understanding of two flames upon a taper known as candle, they are unified together and bring forth more illumination together than they do separately. This is what occurs in your interaction with other entities that you desire to be charismatic with. Your merging of countenances enhances both through the illumination given unto one another. And as you understand this union, you will allow yourself to cast forth your light wherever you go, in enhancement not only of yourself, and you're bringing forth of the electrum, the vibration, the resonance called charisma, but you will be enhancing the charisma of everyone else as well. And this is where your unified harmony known as world peace will come. For all will be charismatic unto one another. All, not only your races and your creeds and cultures upon this your plane, but all of humanity that is not even known in appearancy upon this plane this day in your time, that will come unto you in its own ripeness of time. And when it does, it will come unto you because you have had charisma as mass consciousness unto it, and you have attracted it unto you, for it will be of the light, and you will be drawing the light unto you. That is what the understanding of this your nation in superconsciousness is. As you progress and unfold unto that which is called the era of God, the Aquarian age, the new age, superconsciousness exemplified, you will allow the knowingness and the fluidity of light everywhere, illumination everywhere, the electrum that attracts everywhere. All will be charisma exemplified, personified, and understood outwardly in reality. That which is the understanding of charisma had its origin in this your verbiage in that which you call ancient Greece. It was one of the three graces known as charis, which is what you would call interpreted to be gift. This is a gift of the divine source of you unto you in limitation, so that you may indeed unveil that electrum of attraction called charisma unto yourself, that understanding of divine Godhead illuminated and exemplified and clarified through your physicality. And as you come into less and less physicality through more and more illumination, you will become more and more charismatic unto yourself and unto others as a result of this. But unto yourself is the initial bringing forth of the understanding of charisma. You cannot be charismatic to another until you are charismatic unto yourself. That which is the new beginnings will allow you to unveil what you call the new beginning of the now, called non-judgment of self. And when this occurs, it will be likened unto the child that has never experienced snow, that is initially timorous and goes forth with trepidation and allows itself to perceive only a bit at a time in order to, as you would term it, taste the water. They will touch it. They will step forward in timid fashion to watch their foot disappear in the snow. And then they will allow themselves to participate with their hands and feel the cool of it and feel the substance of it and feel the allowance of the temperature change to bring forth a rush of joy within them. And then they will immerse their face in it. And they will remove their clothing and that which is their barrier and that which is their shield and that which is their limitation and that which they hide behind. They will remove it. And they will roll in the snow in utter joy, that is, if they are not limited by their parentage. And they will allow themselves to partake in utter freedom and joy, experiencing that which is new unto them, which is the understanding of the fluidity of God exemplified, the understanding that all of life, without judging it, is perceived in joy, is experienced in joy, and allowed wisdom to come unto you to partake of it. So indeed, as you become more and more charismatic of yourself and allow more and more of your understanding of yourself to be attractive unto yourself and to be that which is the resonance that you yourself would desire to participate with, then your shields will be released, and that which is the fear within you will be resolved. The fear of other entities' judgment of you, the fear of that which is the limitation called social consciousness. It will be released, for you will be immersed in joy of that of your own light. And therefore, paradoxically, you will become very charismatic. And because of this joy that resonates within you, everyone that you have countenance with, and that which you call your going forth upon this your plane tour experience, everyone will also participate in joy because they resonate and they desire to be within that auric field of an entity that is joyous. It feels good to them. And so that is charisma, as you have termed it. But charisma, in reality, is all of it. And in order to be this that other entities are attracted to and desirous to be around and have this magnetic understanding called the magic of an entity, the magic that is contagious, is the electrum of light within you that is reflected back and forth between you. That is what is contagious. The electrum, the vibratory understanding of frequency of joy, of frequency of God known within self. You will not have that which you call the vibration of limitation that is understood of your being, to allow yourself the perception of your own identity as desired and defined by another entity's judgment of you. For you will not know judgment in your consciousness. And therefore that which is the other essences comparative nature that allows them to perceive you in certain manner will not be that which you would understand as detracting from you. For indeed they also will become illumined because of partaking of that which is your auric field. And they also will become allowing themselves to partake of their own charisma through the resonance that they perceive through you. That which is the understanding of this here earth plane is very, very hearkened unto that which is the accumulation of substance unto them, materialistic in nature. Therefore, they feel that in order to accumulate that which is materialistic or what you would call fulfillment or satisfaction, one must be charismatic, not knowing that all entities already are. They just do not know that they are. And this knowingness is what produces it. This knowingness of the electrum without judgment is what brings you into the realization of it outwardly. And therefore you become God realized. You become divine essence in outward understanding. And quite naturally, as a result of this, you become manifestor. And you may manifest for yourselves whatever materialistic substance you desire upon this physical understanding, called earth plane. But in order to do this, you must unveil yourself of the blinders of limitation that has been placed upon you because of the understanding called third density, called physicality, called alter ego, come forth to desire retention of physicality. Therefore, as that which you call materiality is brought forward into your appearancy, and you manifest for yourselves whatever it is you desire, in whatever manner you desire, and you partake of the countenance with other entities in joy, in the resonance of unconditional love, in the allowance of freedom of all entities, then that which is physical and materialistic no longer becomes of such importance to you. So you see it as a grand paradox, is it not? That which you so fervently desire, when you come unto it, then it allows itself to be of less importance because you know that you are God. And this knowingness that you are God is the isness that brings forth all creation, whether physical or not. The understanding of light and the electrums of it and the polarities of it as differentiated in this your earth plane is the bringing forth of that which you call the enlightenment, the Aquarian age as it were. And you will hear this over and over and over again as you come into mirrors such as I, as you come into the mirror of reflection of yourself in every encounter upon this your plane. Every encounter, meaning circumstance as well as entity. You will have opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to know this electrum called charisma within you. For light is eternal. It is ever changing, but it is eternal. And you will have new beginning after new beginning after new beginning. Every moment being a new beginning. A new isness, a new God of you to realize and revel within and understand in understandable joy and the freedom that it exhibits unto you as perceived by God, realized, man understanding his divine nature. That which you participate with, as called the electrum of polarities, is the understanding of the sending forth of light energy. The emission, exertion, expansion of light energy is the cosmic father energy. That which you experience as the reception and the allowing of the understanding of creativity in mysterious manner, in that which you would call non-perceived in concrete fashion, is that which is the cosmic mother energy. These two polarities in balance and these two manners of reflecting the electrum within your own experience of isness will allow you to indeed perceive that which is you, that which is the charismatic nature of you, that which is the electrum of you defined in physicality. For that which is you is God, and you do not know this. That is why you do not know that you are already of understanding of attractiveness. You are already contagious. You are already magic personified. You are already all of these things. All you need to do is unshield yourself, unveil yourself, remove the umbrella so that you may bask in the light without shade, so that you indeed may partake of that which is unlimited sourceness with risklessness. That which you call lackluster in personality is judgment. It is allowing yourself the perception of separation of one light from another and of judgment of one amount of light from another. For the amount of light that you perceive is exactly that, perceived light. It is not the amount that it is. Well, the amount that is eternal. It is ever expanding. It is indeed nurturing, reflective, glowing, resonant, enhancing, loving, joyous God. And as you perceive yourself in this manner, you indeed will become charisma personified, and you will have the attractiveness of all of humanity. And they will come unto you in joy to participate with your auric field. But because of this, they also are enhanced and become in knowing of their charisma. And so it goes. I will allow for now that which is open forum for query. Indeed.
As every one of us is a form of light, do we tend to manifest different colors? And if so, is that in any way related to our feeling charisma with certain people? Certain attractions being stronger because of certain resonances with color?
Indeed. That which you know as color is the response of frequency bundles that is issued forth in the division of the spectrum of light called rainbow, called the prismatic understanding, in your understanding of physicality anyway. And the understanding that you call light that is not visible is also the same understanding called frequency. And the reason that you feel the vibration unto another and attraction, as you would call it, of charisma unto another because of this light, is the resonance of identification of the two frequencies, and as they mirror one another, you are drawn unto one another. Like does not repel in the cosmic understanding. It attracts. And you see also, so does unlike. There is no limitation on a separation, so all attracts all. That which you know of as color is exemplified in your auric field as understood of the nature of your attitude in the moment. If you are angry, irate, frustrated, irritable, resentful, you have that which is the understanding of the hue of ruby. Red within your auric understanding. The energy patterns conglomerate to form the fragments of the ions within the atmosphere that are perceived as color. The understanding of blue in your understanding of color perception is love, peace, calm, harmony, etc. And that which you would call the alter ego color of red, the bringing forth of the emotions that you would judge to be negative, is indeed divine. For it allows the perception of passion, the passion for life, and its passionate responses to life. In all its myriad understanding called the nature of negativity. So this understanding called passion and this understanding called love and peace and harmony blend together to form the myriad hues of violet. And therefore, that which is the merging of the crown seal and the opening and flowing of the energy forward in this area of your auric field will allow the perception of the hue of violet, of lavender, of the red and the blue combined. Around your solar plexus, you will understand that which is red, for that is the seat of power and passion. Around your heart seal, it will be golden. And that which is the understanding of all the colors have their own perceived meaning. However, do not allow this to become dogmatic. So do not allow this that is called color to be dogmatic, for that which is the definition of the color really does not matter. That which is the vibration of the color is what is important to you, not how you perceive it outwardly with your eyes. But that which is the understanding of all these resonances of hues of the spectrum of light will find themselves availing of your perception when you come into the countenance of an entity that you feel drawn to. And you will resonate with a particular seal of yours or chakra. This will give you that which you would call clue to what the color is. Is this helpful for you?
Thank you. Yes.
Indeed. Allow yourself to become more sensitive. This is the unshielding process. The risklessness. Becoming vulnerable. Or vulnerability is merely knowingness that you're really not vulnerable to anything. It is allowing yourself to remain sovereign without your shield before you, for you know the arrows are not forthcoming. You know it, not know it. There is a difference. And as you bring forth this unshielding and unveiling of the beauteous illustration of the electrum of you, you indeed will participate with yourself in a manner that will surprise you. You will become in reverence to yourself, in awe of that which is you. You will cry because you have not allowed yourself to know who you really are. You will allow yourself the weeping of the soul, for indeed this weeping is allowing the fluidity of the light through you, so that you may indeed become the channel for the electrum of God, and therefore the bringing forth of the charisma. That which you have understood as charisma on this plane has been limited and misunderstood and misinterpreted for eons of your time. It was considered to be a gift of God's that was for only certain individuals, that was picked as and chosen by God's. For the elite few, as it were, it was that which you would call innate within only a few. And those who were attempting to develop it brought forth later in that which you call your lineage of time, the understanding that indeed there is a spark of God-isness within all that may allow illumination to occur, which is called charisma. Therefore, of late in your recent past, called your recent century, there has been the understanding of literature brought forward to develop that which you would call charisma, to bring it forward. And this is grand. This is allowing the penetration of light. Even though that which you would understand as literature has some amount of limitation within it, it is grand. For it allows you to peek, as it were, behind the shield that you yourself have brought into the forefront of you so that you could not perceive that which you were. This is rampant in your perception of you in all your facets of life, not only that which you understand as charisma, but in your relationships and your sexuality and that which you bring forth as your material aspects of life, the bringing forth of your existence called employment, your business houses, that which is a structure known as bureaucracy, your governments, the understanding of political forum upon which you're playing. That which is the races and cultures and creeds at war with one another, are not allowing the shield to be cast forward so that they may partake of the resonance called charisma of the entities that they would consider to be enemy, that they would consider to be their foe. For indeed, that which is their foe is only the limitation and not the entity. And that which you would call comparison, or the understanding of the nature of judging yourself because you are not as valid or as potent as another entity, that you indeed are not as charismatic or electrically attractive as another entity. Indeed, that is also a shield. That is also a limitor. That is also blinders unto the God that you are. And as you release this, remove your blinders, you indeed will elevate yourself in your own perception of yourself unto God. All the rest of the gods exemplified on this earth plane will become equal unto you. Indeed.
I'd like to explore with you further how we block the light and prevent ourselves from radiating the light that we are. My understanding is, to put it very simply, that we have the gift of free will. It gives us the basic choice between being who we really are or playing roles and engaging in a masquerade party, so to speak. That there are really only two alternatives. One is to be God and allow our light to radiate, and the other is to play the role of judge in one form or another and create false identities that we call personalities out of our judgments and out of other people's judgments. And I wonder if you could clarify further how we why we accept the role of judge and why we create these false identities that block the flow of our light.
That which you would understand as operation within an arena of polarity known as this your earth plane will allow the understanding as one or the other. But in the totality of the isness called unlimited knowingness, that which is the and connector or conjunction is the one that is understood, not the or. So indeed it is not an alternative one or the other. You do both. That which is the bringing forth of your slumber, which indeed is valid reality, unrealized in physicality, is where you have at times the perception of that which you are. The being that you truly are exemplified in circumstances so that you may capture it within your perception in one manner or another. That which is the limited circumstances upon which you're playing and the understanding of your games that you play with yourselves, and that which is the understanding of the charades, as it were, that all entities participate with, the masking and unmasking, the bringing forth of allowing them to continue guessing who it is that you are, and also who it is that you are of yourself. You continue the mystery search. That which is the bringing forth of the reason for the participation with such circumstances is so that you may garnish through experience that which is the wisdom contained within the circumstances, so that you may know that which is limitation and merge the two polarities of unlimitedness and limitation into the unified whole. That which is the wheel of life, experience in physicality through limitation, the electrum understood in participation with opposites and polarity. It indeed is divine and not to be judged. It is not a bad thing to be in physicality and immersed in third density and alter ego. It is not bad or judged as negative. It indeed is divine. So is having knowingness of your unlimitedness, your isness. That is where you get caught up, as it were, in the desire to get yourself hence into enlightenment. For you consider enlightenment the only valid option. However, there is grand opportunity in that which you call non-enlightenment. For the comparison of the two is judgment and it is limitation. And when you have understanding of the isness and divine nature of that which is limited, then you are enlightened. That is the paradox. That indeed is unconditional love. Loving regardless. Loving the circumstances you would consider to be limiting and suppressing, not allowing you to see the shield, as it were, the umbrella, allowing you shadow an obstacle from your source light. It is divine. And you get so caught up in judging what is limited that you do not allow yourself to become unlimited because of your perception of limitation in judgmental fashion. This is why you play your games, so that you indeed may have opportunity after opportunity to perceive the limited unlimitedly with the knowingness of its divinity. And these opportunities present themselves as games, as charades, as hide and seek, as it were. And then the arena becomes isness, allowance, love, inclusiveness. And that which is the scenery of the stage is changed. And you no longer perceive one as beauteous and one not. All is. You see?
So you reach a point where you are loving the judges and loving the judgments
Indeed.
and loving it all.
Indeed. For you yourself are the judge. You see? That which you would perceive as the judge is merely the mirror of you as a judge. All right? Indeed. Indeed. And the understanding of the harshness called your judicial system upon this your plea is represented now in your time of such emphasis because of the macrocosmic understanding of the judicial system within you. The judge, jury, and hangman, as it were, within you. The inquisition occurring within you. The non-allowance of what you would perceive as darkness. What you would perceive as non-illumination. But allowing non-illumination and loving it will allow you that which you so fervently seek. And one of what you would call resultant observations of that is charisma. Allow the non-charismatic, not only of you, but of all that is, as you would judge it to be non-charismatic, and automatically all becomes charismatic. But the allowing is what you call the hang-up. It is the rub, as it were. For you'll find yourself judging yourself for allowing it. You desire to allow it, and you allow it, and you feel guilty that you've allowed such nonsense to be a part of your perception of reality. Why should you allow that which you would understand in judgmental limitation to be wrong or bad or limited or non-illuminated, non-enlightened, to be. Why? That which is alter ego comes forward again to remind you, but this is not right. That which is enlightened is superior. That which is of exemplification of the electrum of light that you have called charisma is superior. And that which is all else is invalid and not equal. And when that which is the dawning of the morn that occurs, when you may perceive the brilliance of the light on the horizon, in its beauty and splendor, and non-judgmental form of all that it nourishes with its beam of rays called light, or that which is the arid, desolate, non-producing, non-fruitful, as well as that which is of understanding, of nurturing, and the bringing forth of new light of plankton, and the bringing forth of new life within the water called fishes, and the sparkling and the glistening upon that which is the hues of the dew, upon the petals of a flower of the morn. This is beauteous, but so is that which is barren. This is where the rub is. That which is charismatic is all of it, not that which is beauteous alone. Do you understand? Go forth and partake of the light of all, of all. And when judgment brings forth its what you call needles and digs at you, and allows you to say unto yourself, I do believe I will be judgmental about this little one thing. It is all right. That is what transformation is. That is what alchemy is. Allowing yourself the perception, bit by bit, by bit by bit, as you choose, to bring forth your new vision, your new perception of isness. It is your choice whether or not it is all at once or a spoonful at a time. And all your choices are valid. There is none more valid than another. And that which is your spoonful is as glorious and enlightening as that which is the entire unveiling at once. Know that when you have that which you call the bringing forth of this that you call an alter ego, allowing you to perceive this judgment in your daily life, and you operate in polarity. And that which is polarity will automatically bring forth some amount of judgment as you allow yourself to unroll the scroll of you into superconsciousness, into the wisdom of the ages, as it were. And allow the light to bring forth this wisdom into your heart and illuminate that which is of the wisdom of you to be expressed into this polarity, so that you repolarize, as it were, all that is into non-polarity. The transformation of electrons, called positive and negative, and that which you call the light bulb, becomes a different energy when it becomes light. Expressed through physical perception, one is rather shocking and another is rather brilliant. And the shocking is the perceiving of what is judged to be bad as good, as allowable, as wondrous, as beauteous as God. And the illuminating is the resultant understanding of the merging of the two polarities. You see? That which is the merging of the two polarities into this illumination is what is called bringing forth charisma. For you illuminate all others that are in your pathway, that are in that which you call the countenance of your auric field, the electrons within your auric field, the electrons of your light energy that is sensed through being in resonance with you. And as they resonate, they will come unto you more and more and more. And as they resonate, that which is the casting back unto them their own light enhanced will allow them to become charismatic. As you bring forth that which is the light of you, open that which is called your third eye seal. Allow it to participate with you in this manner. For that which is the third eye is the merging of that which you call conscious contemplation or thought in limited understanding upon this your plane, organized form, the bringing forth of creativity through limitation, which is divine. That is what is understood as your conscious, thoughtful presentation of essence. That which is of divine essence understood as God, light, isness within you, is of the crown seal. And the merging of the two will allow you to operate within your third eye seal. Contemplate that which is important in your life. And all that which is judgmental will flow unto you, as well as that which is allowed through non-judgment. It will issue forth through your crown seal. Open your third eye. Allow it to flow forward through your third eye seal. For this is the merging of the alter ego and divine ego of self and the two polarities contained therein. Allow it to flow forth and understand the capturing of the wisdom within it of that which indeed is what you call your shield, the barrier of charisma. Spew it forth as light, beam it forth as forever isness, understood as enhancing the universe. Allow it not to be filtered. You filter all of your perception with that which is called limited thought. Allow it not to be colored, as it were, by this filtration of limited thought. And as it spews forward in its golden, in its white light, allow your entire beingness to be encapsulated in it, the white golden light of you. Wash within it, bathe within it, bask within it, love within it. Love yourself. Love all of life contained in the microcosm of you. And as you do this, those that you have countenance with will feel it. And you indeed will have developed with outward perception that which is called charisma. You would have felt it in physicality, and others would have felt it in a perceivable, tangible manner. You may do this with another entity present, and as they respond unto you, what they felt, then you will have what you call your proof of pudding. That you indeed are powerful, that you indeed are God, that you indeed are divine, and that which is charisma is indeed of your nature. So you will go forth with knowingness in your heart and not only of your mind. And as this knowingness presents itself, you will accumulate and attract more and more and more of your light. That is what is called enlightenment. Attracting more and more of your light essence energy, your soul essence energy onto you in this reality. And that which you would call the enhancement and attraction of more and more of your own energy onto you will automatically allow the attraction and enhancement of other soul essence energy onto you from other entities. Do this, what you call exercise, and you will be in that which you call new beginning, the infancy of you, which occurs every moment of your life. I desire you all to go forth now in your time, partake of the effervescence of life, and bubble with it. Become your soda pop. Become that which is joyous, fizzy. What is fizzy? Describe that. That feeling may emanate within you at all times. An airiness, etheric quality. That is which is buoyant, enlightening.
To let go of all we are not in order to become very light.
No, to embrace all that you are. So indeed, as you partake of that which is joy, you will partake of that which is divine ecstasy. Divine in the knowingness that what is joyous and that which is non-joyous is all one. There is no difference. It is merely a matter of perception. It is merely a matter of limiting yourself, shielding yourself. And that is all right. But in order to see the divine light that you are, you must allow yourself to be unshaded and unshielded. To become charisma personified, electromagnetic, attractive, mysterious, convivial, the bringing forth of that which is the magic that is contagious. You are the magic. You are the electrum that attracts all the light, known as essence. You are that which is conviviality and joy. You are life. You are indeed love of self and of that which you would attract, which is reflection of self. So go forth with this knowingness of unity, of oneness, at oneness. Become indeed God, spectrumized in its myriad form. And as you attract these things unto you, circumstances, entities, essences, experiences, allow yourself to know in the moment of its occurrence that it is merely a reflection of your own light unto you. Partake of that with the electrum of joy. And then indeed you will have become illumined. It is always wondrous to come upon the countenance of you in this your plane, to experience tangibility, senses, that which is tactile and that which is what you have called metaphysical, beyond the physical, and that which is non-essence. You are truly beloved lights. Become the spotlight unto yourself. Become that which is enhanced by the being of the sourceness of yourself. Become warmed, solaced, nurtured. Become indeed God. So be it. I will heartily anticipate that which you call future and countenance. Beloved brothers, I bid you a loving namaste.